Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share with you personal finance as well as lifestyle content in the form of vlogs. Absolutely been enjoying doing vlogs, and I'm working on a couple more vlogs for the upcoming month. Today's video is a very special video because today 4 years ago, I created this channel. On the 4th of March 2021, I pressed create in the YouTube, and here we are. 4 years later, I have been sharing a lot of videos with you guys, and I've actually enjoyed the journey. I actually spent some time this morning to look at the first video that I ever shared. I was watching it on my iPad, and I thought I react to that one, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of that. The second part is the Transfer Tuesday aspect. So today, 4th of March 2025, is Tuesday, which means I have to do my monthly Transfer Tuesday videos. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I've switched from doing weekly Transfer Tuesdays to just one Transfer Tuesday a month, because I thought there wasn't a lot of value add. Even though I do the transfers every single week offline, there wasn't really that much value add in terms of me sharing with you weekly. So I decided I'm going to change this to monthly. So today's video will cover those two aspects. We'll talk about my 4 years on YouTube and how that is going, and then also Transfer Tuesdays. I don't know which order I want to do them in, but let's get into the video. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with the Transfer Tuesday aspect of it, and then move to the reacting to my first ever video on YouTube. Obviously, as you guys know, if you watch my videos, you know I write stuff down. So I have written down a recap of what I shared last month, and then I'm going to also share where I am. So for those who are new and I don't know what Transfer Tuesday is. Transfer Tuesday is a money movement that was started by Mary over at Pennies Not Perfection here on YouTube, with the idea being that we'll look for money within our budgets and send that towards our financial goals. Like I've said in many videos, I've been participating for a number of years now. Although Mary is not doing Transfer Tuesdays anymore, a lot of us are still continuing with this because it is such a lovely community, one, and two, that consistency of doing this has actually helped a lot of us here on YouTube. I know I can speak for myself that I can attribute a lot of my financial success in terms of saving 10k for my emergency fund, saving 10k for travel, and using all of that and all of that good jazz towards having something as consistent as Transfer Tuesday. So this is why I highly recommend you join Transfer Tuesday. You don't have to be filming on YouTube. You can be doing this offline and just have one day a week where you consistently look at your monies and see if you can make better financial choices. Okay, so for me, the Transfer Tuesdays over the last 6 months, I want to say I have been focusing on sharing what's happening with my emergency fund, because if you know, I saved 10k, then I used all of that up because I had a lot of emergencies last year. So now I'm working to refund that. So I've been covering those topics, and then I have also been talking about my credit card balances because I'm trying to pay off all of my credit cards. Even though today's update might look like I'm not, but I've been trying to pay this off because I am tired of being in credit card debt. And I think my last Transfer Tuesday in February, I talked about how debilitating having credit card debt can be, because every single time I feel like I've paid it off, immediately I spend on it, and it's literally getting out of hand, and I'm getting tired. Even though I share my personal finances, it does not mean that I'm perfect with my finances. I make mistakes every single day. I just try not to let those mistakes weigh me down. I try to learn from them. Sometimes I don't, I just move with the wind, but most times I learn from them and try to do things a little bit differently. The one place where I can admit here online that I've struggled with is credit cards, because I go through months of literally not doing anything on my credit cards, and then boom, I'm spending everything on them, and then I'm like, oh my god, why did I do this? Like, and it's not like I'm going like buying clothes or doing that. No, I don't do that. Travel, yes, because that is my Achilles heels, because I actually love traveling. So travel for sure. But yeah, so anyway, an update that I'm going to give you, start off with the emergency fund. So trying to refund my emergency fund and other sinking funds. So starting off with the main emergency fund in February, I had 502 and 16 pence. The £2 and 16 pence is interest that this account had earned me January and February. And then as of filming this video today on the 4th, my emergency fund is now at £3.63. And we can talk about this, but it's clear I took money out. I took out £500 from this account because I was in Dubai the last week of February, beginning of March. I came back a couple of days ago. So yeah, we spent monies and I used that money from that account to send towards it's a whole mess. Let's talk about it in the credit card section. The second fund that I have is a sinking fund. In February, I was 118 and I'm currently at 101 and 11 pence. So with the interest that this account earned me, with the rainy day fund, which is my second emergency fund, I was at 101 and 94 pence. I'm now at 102 and 25 pence. Again, interest earned. And then for my vacation fund, I mentioned this in February that I had £100 in January. I used all of that up. So February I was at 0 and March I'm currently at 0 because travel. But yeah, so essentially I have taken out £500 from my funds and we are now somewhere around 200 and something pounds. I think I can't even do quick math, but I'll try and put it on the screen because yeah, it's just I think 210 or something like that. But anyway, that's what I have right now in these funds. This is going to change and I'll share in April's video and you'll see what I mean by this is all going to change and the reason why I made the decision to take out £500. It wasn't willy-nilly. I made it because I knew what is coming up in March. So that's why I did that. Anyway, that is on the emergency funds and the sinking funds. Moving to the credit cards, I have 6 credit cards. I only use about 5 of these, and I say I only use, but actually 4. The other one I try to use it because every single time I don't use it, the company I have it with will be like, oh, your credit score has dropped because credit utilization and blah blah blah. Anyway, that's that. But the Amex, in February we were at 0. Right now we're just under £600 because I bought a flight on that and I'm going to pay that off before the month ends. Barclay card, we are at £908, just under the £910. Again, paying this off completely before the end of the month. And this is what we were spending on when I was abroad, and then I made some not so wise choices. Like I bought Petra face products for about £300 in Dubai. It was never part of the plan. My spending budget was like £100 just for like spending, and I spent I think I spent like £500, which is crazy and stupid. But I also bought some perfumes. Like you guys, if you know Dubai, you know like there are some incredible perfumes. And yeah, I fell down that. Like I was even saying to my friends, like these retailers, these sellers, I don't know if that's the correct term to use, but they could sell me my own face and I would buy it. Like that's how good they were. Like, oh my god, especially with Petra, they were with the perfume they didn't need, so they just had to have me sniffing them out. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I ended up falling for it and I bought it. So yeah, Halifax were at just under 530. Again, we're going to pay this one off completely. Lloyd's, this was, all of them were at 0, by the way, and these are the new balances. Lloyd's were now at 148. This is because just had a dentist visit and that cost about it cost exactly 148, and I put it on that card and I'm going to pay this off before the end of the month as well. Monzoflex, this is another credit card that was 0 last month, is now 300 because I put some spending on this card, you guys. With the Barclay card, I'm not too concerned because my friends owe me money because a lot of the things that we bought I put on my card, so I'm going to get that money back and pay that credit card back. But I'm giving you the action numbers so that, you know, we're not going to delude myself here. That's where we are. And then for Nationwide in February, I had 3,700 even as the balance. This is my 0% interest card. The 0% ends in November this year. So my plan is to pay it off by the end of the summer and reduce the limit. I say this in last month's video that I'm planning to reduce the limit. Is currently £4,000. And I would like to reduce this either to 1,000 or 2,000 max, because I don't think I need this amount of money on a credit card personally, because the majority of them are either 1,000 or 500 pounds as a limit. So I wanted to bring it down closer to that. And yeah, but right now, as the month of March, as time of filming this video, it's 3,650. That's where I am with this credit card. So slowly chipping away, but I hope I'll be able to make a bigger dent this month. So that is on the credit card and the transfer Tuesday portion of this video. Now I want to move forward and move to, firstly, let's look at my account. So I did pull up a few minutes ago, like my, I'm going to take a screenshot. How do I do this? Like, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'll put it in the video now. So I have the description where I'm like, I'm Miranda, welcome to Budget with the July Dreamer. I love to travel. I'm a blogger. I love Moscato wine. I love Moscato wine, you guys. And I'm a property and stock market investor and saving fanatic. The saving part I was until last year, because I seem to be spending more than I'm saving. So yeah, and I share a little bit about my background when I became first consumer debt free in 2017, and I paid off all of my credit card. I had 12K in credit card debt and payday loans. Payday loans to this day, I'm just like, no. And then 2020, I obviously went on a property ladder, but I think it was, oh, 2018, I bought my car. And funny enough, when I bought my car, I never considered that as debt, because everybody had it, like a mortgage, everybody has it. So I never really considered it as debt. But obviously I started learning more about finances. I'm like, yeah, it is debt. And then 2020, when I bought my house, and then following years I started buying rental properties. I talk about all of that. And then I need to update this because it says currently in 2024, I'm back in consumer debt for a myriad of reasons, but I'm on a journey to grow my personal wealth and achieve financial success through saving and investing for my retirement by utilizing the tax efficient vehicles we have in the UK and also through property. That's a mouthful, but I love that description. So, but I'm going to update that to say 2025. And yeah, and then I've got links to my website. I do have a website. I have had my website for the last 12 years. 12 years? Wait, is it 12 years? 2023 was 10 years. Yes, 12 years. And then my Instagram and my Etsy, which I spoke about in the first video. And then you see there at the bottom when I started my channel, I joined 4th March 2021, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, so that is on my channel. Now I have my iPad here, and I'm going to shrink myself to the corner, and I am going to start the screen record now. Okay, so hi guys, welcome to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda. Let's talk less. This is me talking to myself. Let's talk less and watch a little bit. I'll keep pausing as I go through, but yeah.
Lifestyle blogger. I am excited to bring you along on this journey as I learn to manage my money.
Look at that lipstick, you guys. I mean, I say talk less, but damn, look at that lipstick. And the hairpiece that I'm wearing is actually one that my mom makes. My mom is one of the most creative people I know. She does crafts, so she knits, she sews, she crochets. So whenever she makes something, she always lets me be her guinea pig. I love it for me because I have so many things that my mother has made, and this is one of my favorite ones. And I think I've had this one for the last 8 years, and I think she made me another one, but this one is one of my favorite. I need to go bring it up. And just another mental note, what's funny is that video I filmed on that day and posted it on the same day, right? But I'm wearing black in there, and I'm wearing black today, and this was not planned whatsoever. It's just that I love this top and it's been cold lately, so, and I'm gonna be going out soon, so I wanted to wear something warm. This is my Uniqlo turtleneck top that I love. But yeah, I just noticed that now. But anyway, let's get back to the video. And it's also in What is the mode? 1.75 speed. I think I'm gonna put it at a 2 because otherwise we'll be here forever. And I talk fast anyway, but let's see.
Investing as well as lifestyle topics and a bit of travel as well. So a little bit of a backstory on me. I was in debt about 6-7 years ago when I was still at university. This debt drove me insane. I was on a low income. I had no other side hustles, and this is way before I even started my blog, which is called Angel Dreamer, and I was drowning. I did not know how I was going to get out of that debt, and I was just looking for a way to get a handle on my finances. So I started the snowball method, Dave Ramsey's snowball method, which at that time I actually did not know that that's what it was called. So I actually started paying off the smallest amount first and then working my way through that until I paid off over £12,000 in payday loans and credit card debt. I am excited to start this journey to share with you everything that I have learned over the last 5 years since becoming debt free and what I have been able to achieve in the last 5 years. I am excited to bring you on this journey because on this channel I'll be sharing 2 videos a month.
I said I'll be sharing 2 videos a month. I have over 560 or 70 videos on my channel right now. Girl, you are sharing more than 2 videos a month. I think I was either sharing 3 or 4 a week, then I switched to 3, and now I am at 2 a week, which is a very comfortable number. I think only 1 week a month I share 3 videos, and that's because I want to make sure the month that is ending, that's when I share my debt update for that month. So yeah, other than that, it's 2 videos a week, but 2 a month. I think maybe because I was very much a blogger then, and I was speaking to a friend about this, I have shifted more to putting a lot of my energy into YouTube, that my website agelidreamer.com is actually struggling because I'm not giving it the love that it used to receive, but I need to get back to that.
Will be on lifestyle, so it could be travel, it could be a day in the life of, and on the other video will be on budgeting. So budgeting is my passion. I've been talking a lot about money on my website, and I figured this is a natural progression to bring this topic onto YouTube because I know there's so many people out there who are in debt, who are looking for tips, who are looking for ideas on how they can manage their money better. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey because I know talking about money is not the easiest thing. Especially in the African community, there is still a huge stigma against talking about money. Nobody wants to know what the other person is earning. Nobody wants to know how to manage their money, how they're actually managing their money. They want to know how to manage their money, but they actually won't ask for help. So I'm creating this video, so hoping I can give you that help that you are seeking based on my experiences, from my family's experiences, as well as from all the reading that I've done, as well as share, from my blog as an extension of that, the topics that I've covered there, I'll be covering on this channel as well. So July Dreamer is actually the name of my website, and that name is, it's a simple name because I was born in July and I'm a procrastinator, but I don't think a July procrastinator rings well. So a dreamer, I am a daydreamer, and I love that I'm a daydreamer. So I'm excited to bring you on this journey just to share with you how you can manage your money, how you can stay out of debt once you're out of it. But before we can get there, we need to learn some principles, change our money habits, change our mentality towards money actually, and learn how to manage our money better, learn how to save, because this was something that for me, for many, many years, I never saved. Whatever I did save, I used up like that. So it was crazy, and it took a lot of looking within me, looking how I can change my life because nobody was going to change it for me. So there's certain things that I did in my life that helped me to get where I am now. I am debt free, well, except for my car.
Like I said, for me, debt freedom looked like I'm still paying for the car, but I'm debt free. Like, because I didn't have payday loans and credit cards, I didn't consider myself to be in debt at all. But one thing the reason I paused the video is because I wanted to say, when I started this out, I remember it was, especially when I started paying off debt, it was my mindset shift that really helped me and propelled me forward. I have shared a video, and I'll try and find it, but I shared a video where I talked about the debt that I had, that 12K that I'm talking about here, that I had to create a whole tracker and every single debt. And I mentioned in that video that when I finally decided to take a hold of all of the debt that I had, I'm calling the companies that I owed money, and they tell me, oh, we sold your debts. And I didn't know that this was a thing, you guys. I didn't know that the company that you owe, at least in the UK, can sell your debt to a debt company. So that debt company pays them your debt, and then they start chasing you to pay back. And I remember, because they didn't have my up-to-date number, there was just letters that were going to my parents. So there wasn't like them pressuring me on the phone until I decided. I went to my parents' house, I collected all the letters, I wrote down every single company that I owed money to, and I started telling them, this is how much I can afford to pay. And it was one of the companies, I can't remember which one, I think maybe Mackenzie's, that helped me to come up with the concept of an expenditures spreadsheet. Because I remember the lady I spoke to asked me, do you have an expenditures spreadsheet you can send to us so we can see exactly where you are with your finances? I'm like, what's that? So they sent me like an email where they detailed, okay, write down like what is your income, like all your income sources, and then everything that you're paying for. And at that time I was renting a room in a house. So I wrote down everything, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what it looked like. You know, like how much I had to pay for my train to come and see my parents, how much I had to pay for my monthly bus pass, and all of that good jazz. I remember writing that down, and that is where things really started shifting for me, if I'm honest. I didn't know all of this. I knew about the concept of budgeting, obviously, but I'd never done a budget before. I used to write down, like my mom says this even to me now, and she gave me one of my old notebooks. I have been writing stuff down for the longest time, and I looked into those, and one of them was from 2007, where I had written down what I would consider my first budget, and I didn't even know that I was doing that, that what I was doing was a budget. I would just write, okay, this is how much I'm expecting to get paid, and this is what I'm going to spend this money on. So that was kind of like my first budget, but it wasn't consciously connected to me to be like, this is a budget. No. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to the video.
And my mortgage, I am essentially debt free. I know no debt is good debt, but I would rather have my mortgage than any other debt. But which is also something that I'll be discussing on this channel, how I was able to buy my current property. And, you know, from somebody who was broke, like big time broke with the worst credit history ever, I am going to share some tips on how I was able to improve my credit report, you know, improve my credit score by improving my credit report. So this is something that I'll be sharing on this channel, but I won't just be talking about money. I will be sharing tips, practical tips that I have utilized in the last 5-6 years since I became debt free. And also I'll be going through my journey, what I was able to encounter, because there's so many people out there who are in debt. And I'm hoping that some of the tips that I'll be sharing on my channel will be helpful to someone.
And I was even thinking about this, that I need to look back at my videos and see if I've actually been sharing like practical tips that people can use in hopes of getting out of debt, because this really, really helped me when I started out. And I've been thinking about this, especially my channel is now 4 years old. What can I do to serve the YouTube community, the people around me? My friends know I've budget trackers. I've shared with all of them my budget trackers. I didn't charge them, I shared with all of them. And some of my gym friends, I even sat down with them and went through line by line how much they were bringing in from all sources, what their expenses were, and I made sure to create a budget that was flexible, that allowed them to enjoy their lives, because that was important. We know when you start out budgeting, the reason a lot of people fail is because they find the budget that they create to be very rigid. And most of the time it's because you've seen someone do their budget, or watch someone on YouTube do a budget, and you copy their budget. That's the worst thing that you can do. I think it's okay to copy, but copy and adapt, because you are not living the life that they are. Your priorities are not the same. So you need to make sure you adapt that budget to match your lifestyle, your priorities, and stuff like that. So for me, that is something that have helped me a lot. And I'm gonna sit down, and maybe in April I can start sharing more videos with more practical tips that I have implemented, tips that I have learned, tips that I've seen work out for other people as well. Anyway, let's continue, right? Okay, I'm back. So I had to change out my memory card because I ran out of space. But what I was saying was that, just like I said about my mom and my sister being the first people to subscribe to this channel, it's the same thing with my budget templates that I have on Etsy, always linked in the description of all of my videos. My mom and my sister were my first customers. I just love the support that my mom and my sister gives me when it comes to this. My dad and my brother are very much in the background, but my mom and my sister always go above and beyond, and shout out to them because they are always supporting me, and I'm very grateful for them. So like I mentioned, you know, I was very happy that they were able to test out this product and were able to then give me feedback on what they wanted me to change, or what I could add, or how I can make them better, and pricing as well, because you wouldn't believe, but my first budget, I think the price I put, budget tracker, I put the price like £6, and my mom paid that, so did my sister, and then I changed them to all 99 pence and never gave them back their refunds. I know it's crazy, but it's family for you. But anyway, let me go back to recording the screen. Okay, so I think we're back to recording, so let's go back to the video.
use this. So my first video on this channel, apart from this introduction, will be walking you through how to use my trackers. At the moment, I have 2 trackers on my Etsy shop. So one is a monthly tracker with 6 sections, which cover your income, from various sources, your fixed expenses, so your rent, your council tax, your debt if you are in debt, so there'll be debt expenses there that you will be tracking, personal expenses, because it is important to have personal expenses as well. And Netflix is one that falls under personal expenses. And then I have also got a savings section, which you can also check out, because that is a section where you can start saving. So if £5 today, maybe £100 tomorrow, well, not literally, but the future tomorrow. So I have that section in there. And then I've got the 6th section, which actually just covers everything. So it breaks it all down. You can have it all in a glance. So which is what I love about my tracker, and I'll be able to walk you through that. I also have a weekly tracker because I'm somebody who tracks my money every single day. I use a zero-based budget, which means my money has got a home. So it doesn't mean I'm spending all of it. It just means I've allocated it to all of my expenses that are coming through, including my savings and also fun money, because I believe in having fun. You can't just be paying off your debt and not having fun, because that gets draining pretty quickly. But I know that there are a lot of people.
I think I've said this in practically all of my videos. Your budget is a set of instructions that you give your money. So you can tell your budget that I want you to pay towards my mortgage, to pay off this debt, but I also want you to send some money towards fun. Fun could be going to the spa, going to the theater, meet up with friends for a coffee, going for a meal, whatever fun looks like for you. When I was helping one of my friends create her budget, she said, I want to still be able to get my lashes done every 2 weeks. I still want to be doing a manicure. And we made sure her budget allowed for that. Okay, if it does not allow, small sacrifices for a couple of months to get yourself in a good financial standing, then you go back. But if your budget is completely rigid, you will quit. Like, you will give up for sure. So always create a budget that allows you to have fun. And I know from experience that there are times when the fun cannot be had because you make just enough money to survive. And by survive, I mean pay your bills and buy food. If that's the case, like you can only buy food, then your fun will be in buying something within your food budget that makes you happy. So it could be buying pancakes, it could be buying fruits, it could be buying ice cream, small to start off, and then work your way up. And again, like financial experts always say, if you're making only enough to survive, then either you need to look for another job or you need to add side hustles towards in your life to be able to earn that additional income, so that you're able to have breathing room, because there's nothing worse than seeing your money coming all in and all of it going out. That I've been there, and I know it can be so depressing because it felt like you're just a slave to the employer. But mostly that's what a lot of us are to our employers, because without having the jobs that we have, we won't be able to live the lives that we lead. So yeah, anyway, let's get back.
Or in that situation. So I am hoping on this channel I'll be able to share with you some budgeting tips that you can employ in your life. I'll walk you through my budget tracker, but outside of budgeting and money, I will also be bringing you into my travels. I am a solo traveler. Before COVID, I was traveling at least twice a month, which was exciting, and I'm excited to get back out there, but only when it's safe, because as much as I love international travel, I know there's so many restrictions out there, and there's so many things that we can do to help to bring this COVID situation down. So I'm excited to bring you along on this journey, and I cannot wait for you to see some of the content that I have prepared for this channel. This is a very exciting journey for me, because as my mother will tell you, all of my friends will tell you, I can talk for queen and country. It is a blessing, or a curse, depending on who you ask, but I think it's a blessing because I'm comfortable talking to people, and I'm learning to get comfortable talking to my camera because this is all new to me, but I've got to give it a go.
You guys, it has taken me 4 years to get comfortable talking to my camera, and there are times when like let me say this, when I first started to record videos, even this one included, what's funny is I could not stand hearing myself speak. It was so cringe. This is the 4th time I am rewatching this video. So the first time was when I was editing. The second time was when I wanted to see if there's something I could change in the audio as I was learning how to use YouTube, and it's 2s. Third one was today, and then 4th one is now, as I'm reacting to the video, because you guys, I literally couldn't. It was just felt cringe for me to watch it, but now I'm okay. I can talk to a camera. I'm still working my way through vlogging, because you guys get to see me in my true state, as in before I've showered, before I've brushed my teeth, when I'm just getting out of bed and looking like I had a fight with Goliath and stuff like that. Before, let's just say before I'm put together, but I'm getting there. I'm really getting there, and I love it for me. So yeah.
So I hope you have a on this journey, and I'm so excited to share with you my budget tracker. I know I'm talking about this budget tracker as if it's the next bread and butter, but for me, really it is. I have put my lab into that, and the next 3 months I'll release the next version, which actually covers the whole year, which is very exciting. Still playing around with some formulas, but I'm excited to share that with you. You can check out the links down below. I will give you all the links, and also give you the links to my showroom where I purchased mine, so that if you're interested in buying this, you can also find the shop where I buy mine. So I'm excited to bring you along on this journey, and I hope you enjoy coming along this journey, talking about travel, talking about money, talking about life in general. I'll be having something that you can just be story ideas where I can think about myself or cover a few interest, mostly about my travel. But I am excited to bring you along, and I hope you enjoy this as well. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Like, so that is the end of that video, but it's so surreal rewatching that and just looking back. I have come far, you guys. You have no idea. But yeah, I can't believe it's been 4 years. 4 good years, you guys. It has been an interesting journey, and I actually only got monetized January. I was in Morocco, Agadir, Morocco, and I think it was on the 25th or thereabouts I got monetized. So I reached my 1,000 subscribers like 2 years ago, but the watch hours thing, that was a struggle. Like, I kept shifting. I was like between 3,200 to 3,500 for 18 months, and I don't know why. I mean, to be honest, I haven't really been putting a lot of effort into SEO. I had to hire someone to help me SEO my YouTube videos because I've just got so many things on my plate, and I just never gave it that amount of time. And I saw that and how it started helping my channel. I'm like, yes. And then this year, January, I got monetized. I still haven't had my first paycheck. Best believe I'm watching the creator fund. Well, is it a creator fund or what is it called? I'm watching that. Let's just say I'm paying attention to it and just seeing, yeah, the earn tab, the YouTube partner earn tab, and seeing. So the limit in the UK, the payment minimum in the UK is £60, which I think if I don't reach end of this month, I'll reach next month, and then payout hopefully by April I'll get a payout. But yeah, you guys, I can't believe it. 4 years. I think I need to go do a food shop and buy a cake. Yes, I need to buy a cake, but I also need to edit this video and share it live with you guys today, and I need to get back to work because my lunchtime will be done in about 15 minutes. So yes, but yeah, you guys, that is the video. 4 years, yes, to 4 more years. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video real soon.